help entrepreneurs and solopreneurs to show up big and connect with their people. So we're bosses, and we know that B is for branded, O is for organized, S is for sustainable, and the second S is for success minded. So today on Wednesday, we're focused on sustainability. So I know probably sustainability, that term you've heard mostly in connection with the environment. But for me, sustainability as it relates to my business, it means that I could walk away from my business and it would still go and be perfectly fine with or without me. That is what I mean when I say sustainability. So today I was thinking about the role of intention as I'm going about building a business that is sustainable. It's kind of like, so what's this thing going to be about? What's it about? And so what is it going to be? That's the question that you have to ask yourself. And then whatever you say it's going to be, there's a path that you're going to be on based on what you say it's going to be. What's it going to be about, right? So, and this, a good illustration of this approach or this concept came to me today because I was reflecting on an experience I had after I had lost a ton of weight. Like if you've been following me any length of time, you know that I was on a little journey and I had lost at one point 71 pounds in 4 months. 71 pounds in 4 months. And so after that happened, I was all excited. I was like, oh, okay, I'm healthy now. Now I'm just going to take it to the next level and I'm going to go to a healthy doctor, like a health doctor. I was all against, medical doctors were from the devil. And, I mean, I'm exaggerating, but, I was going to find a natural doctor because I felt like, okay, I'm really in good shape now. I'm going to go to this other person who's going to take me to the next level, right? And so it was a dreadful experience in the end because what he did was his name is Richard Ng, by the way, Richard Ng. So after this, do what you want to do. But so I went to this doctor and he took a ton of blood tests. It was one of those, comprehensive medical kind of things where they do a bunch of tests and they basically, my intention was to become healthier than ever. And I knew that based on my lifestyle, I knew that my body probably wasn't in the best, physical shape, but I didn't know what was going on inside. So I went to this doctor that was going to do the special blood test and tell me everything I need to do supplement wise so I can be better than ever. Right. So I went to this doctor and he said something that stuck in my mind when he said it. And I didn't, it was there. And it was kind of a thread through my whole experience with him, but I didn't see the warning sign when he said it. And he said, you find what you're looking for. He said, you find what you're looking for. And I can't remember the conversation or what the context was of it or anything, but he said, you find what you're looking for. So, he did the test and, there was extensive like pages of test results, right? And then, different markers. And so based on that, he would give you supplements, which I personally believe that a lot of times we take supplements, we really don't know what our body needs. So I think it's wise to have blood tests so you know what your body's missing and then just supplement what you need. So that's what he did. The problem was, and what I didn't realize that he had done is that the markers that came back from my test were similar to another patient of his that was, incapacitated, tired all the time, like had all these bad symptoms. So he treated me with the intention of addressing a concern that he had with another patient that has similar results as mine. He said, you find what you're looking for. So instead of having an intention of me having optimal health, he had an intention of treating some, future illness that I could potentially have based on the test that he saw and the results he saw in somebody else. I should have sued him. I swear. I don't know. Statute of limitations is probably passed. But anyway, so my point is he set an intention to treat a disease and not an intention for me to have my optimal health, right? In my perspective. So what had happened was, so what he did, he gave me all these supplements, right? And this is what I learned about my body. My body doesn't like stuff that's not natural, right? It just doesn't like it. So he had given me all these supplements, and the result of it was my white blood cell count went whoop. And he thought I had some kind of like lymphoma. So he calls me all frantic. He's like, hey, you got to get to this blood specialist because, I was like, well, what's wrong? He's like, all hyper and stuff. And I was like, what? I'm like, I feel fine. What's the problem? I don't understand. He's like, oh, well, quite frankly, could be some lymphoma. Stop taking everything I gave you. I was like, okay. So I stopped taking all the supplements. I'm like, all right, well, I'll go to the doctor. I stopped taking all the supplements. I was fine. Everything went back to normal. The intention, right? So if the intention was just for me to be healthier, there's a different approach that we could have taken. There's different supplements that I would have had. But instead, he was treating an illness. And this is a long story just to say, you find what you're looking for. And what you're looking for is your intention. And so if you intend for your business to go well, if you intend for things to go good, if you intend to have more customers, if you intend to learn what you need to learn, if you set an intention and that's what you're expecting in your business, that's what you're going to get. That's what you're going to have. If you don't set an intention, then you're kind of like flying by the seat of your pants. Sometimes it's going to be good. Sometimes it's going to be bad. That's going to happen anyway. Actually, sometimes it'll be good and sometimes it'll be bad. But when you set an intention for the good, you'll have more of the good than the not good. But if you set an intention for the bad, oh, the economy is this. Oh, people aren't buying. Oh, I'm never going to get this right. Oh, this is too hard. If you set that type of intention, you're going to go down that path. And you're going to have more of the things that you don't want and less of the things that you do want. You have to set an intention that is what you want in your business. And even when what you see outside of you doesn't seem to line up with the intention, you have to know the intention. You have to be so certain about what you intend. So you might say, well, Jill, how can I do that? I can't control the environment. I can't control the government. Lord, people crazy out here. I can't control nothing that's around me. All I can do is what I can do. No, that's not exactly correct. So from my experience, and I know this is a little metaphysical, so you might just be like, that's bullshit. You might. But my experience has been what I expect is what I get, whether it's good or bad. Okay. What I expect is what I get. And some people label this like law of attraction. Some people go, oh, law of attraction, hogwash. I'm telling you, I don't know how it works for you, but I challenge you to just try it because what I expect, I get, good or bad. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So anyway, that's my topic for today was just make sure in your business, if you want it to be sustainable and you're looking for it to be something that can be a legacy for you, something that you can actually have time away from, okay? Because you don't want to go from one job to another job. That's in more time. But if you want your business to grow and develop into something that is beneficial to you, you have to set an intention for that and never, ever waver on it. You can't waver on it. You will see things in your business that make you want to waver. You're just like, you know what? Forget this. But you can't waver on it because the minute you waver, it's over. You can read your Bible. You Christian people, it's like, it says pray and then what? Don't doubt. Why? It's a universal principle because if you pray and then you doubt, then you don't believe. You can't be like, oh yeah, I believe it's gonna happen. It's gonna believe it's gonna happen, and then but you like, but I don't know. I just saw something, and I don't know if that's gonna happen or not. No, you can't do that. You have to set an intention and know that it is coming to pass. Now, however, you have to build that level of belief. I personally, for me, the belief comes from knowing, who I am. I'm like, oh yeah, you know what? I'm an eternal spiritual being. It's gonna happen because I intend for it to happen. Period. Bar none. Right. But for you, it might be because I prayed and God says so, and I'm a good girl, I'm a good guy. And so because of that, it's going to happen. Whatever you need to do to come to a level of belief where you have no doubt about the thing you're creating, you got to get there. Otherwise, it's going to be a rocky road. And it's a rocky road anyway, but it's going to be even rockier. So anyway, that's what I wanted to share today. I hope it was helpful for you. If it was helpful, then definitely share the video. I love when people share my videos. Comment below one thing that you intend to happen in your business. And I'll talk to you next time on Lunch with Jill. Bye for now.